First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Set 90 Wolf. 55 to Get it.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The outlaw. Switched on travel. Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Down. 50 plant. Here we go. Protein spill. Ready.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Big that. 180. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 46. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First down, Cowboys.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 53 line. Check 53 line. Check back.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And just shutting him off there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Jones, off play action. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing Jones. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. D. Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Gurley. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely has been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Down. Rock it. 18 Gator. Watch the safety cream.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Daniel Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Stafford. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley team. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, foxtrot. Get it.
Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron. As time expires in the first half, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On second down and 4. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Third and long, it's Stafford. He's letting this one go. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
30 base.
Check 24, check 24. Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, zoom. Ready.
From the 39, Jones. Ebron caught left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
On the set.
51, Mike 51.
We ain't giving up nothing. Let's go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Kill.
Go.
He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I smell fear in that offense.
Go.
Go, Mike 51.
Go.
On first down, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, it's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Skate situation. Let's go.
Be Griffin.
On first down, Ingram. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Shoot.
61. Match box. Get it.
Ingram again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue?
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Stafford. And that's caught by Beasley. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he finds Beasley complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Jones. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Jim. 51, Mike 51. Check. Alert flare. Switch gears.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Yeah, the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Looking to throw. Jones into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get wide. Joker.
Get it.
And again, it's Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Break.
So don't say nothing.
General West.
Watch out. Kill.
Fair. Now.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,